It's made from large bales of raw cotton. Cotton comes from a plant, so naturally some leaves and stems are mixed in with the cotton fibers. To remove them, the first machine passes over the bales and removes a 5-millimeter layer of cotton and sends it through a duct system to the blending and cleaning machine. That machine processes 500 kilograms of cotton per hour. The cotton comes out evenly blended and cleaner, but still not clean enough. So it goes into a second cleaning machine, which finishes the job. Now the cotton goes through what's called a carding machine. It has huge rollers with wire teeth. They comb out the tangled fibers and line them up in parallel rows. The machine also discards any fibers that are too short to process. The coiler. This device takes the rows of fibers and forms them into a thick and loose first stage yarn called sliver. Slivers move on to the drawing machine. It lines them up 6 at a time and draws them out, stretching them to form a second stage yarn. Then a machine called a roving frame stretches this second stage yarn, strengthening it by thinning it out until it looks like this. This third stage yarn is called roving. Depending on the type of yarn they're making, it's anywhere from 3.5 to 16 times thinner than sliver. They now stretch the roving up to 30 times thinner, which strengthens it even more. The yarn is finally finished. Now they have to transfer the yarn from all these small spools onto huge industrial-sized cones, 20 spools to a cone. One transfer method uses the winding machine. It winds the yarn from the first spool onto the cone. Then it automatically takes the back end of that yarn and attaches it with a knot to the front end of yarn from the next spool. It winds it onto the cone, then attaches the back end to the front end from the next spool, and so on. As each spool empties, the machine automatically discards it. And while all that winding's going on, the machine's optical sensor, that white object you see crossing the screen, does a quality control check. If a portion of yarn doesn't meet specifications, the winding stops, the machine cuts off the offending portion, then reconnects the ends and resumes winding.